Have you ever spilled a tiny coffee stain on your shirt and felt like a giant neon sign was pointing at it all day? Or maybe you stumbled over a word during a presentation and were convinced that for the rest of the meeting, everyone was just replaying that moment in their heads, judging you. If you've ever felt that intense, almost paralyzing self-consciousness, where it feels like every single eye in the room is locked onto your smallest flaw, you are not alone. It's an incredibly common, and frankly, uncomfortable feeling. We've all been there, convinced our minor slip-up is the biggest news of the day. This phenomenon has a name, and it's called the spotlight effect. It's a fascinating cognitive bias where we have a powerful tendency to seriously overestimate how much our appearance and our actions are actually noticed by others. In our own minds, we are the main character, and a bright, focused spotlight follows us everywhere we go, highlighting every little detail, every misstep, every imperfection. We believe this spotlight is just as bright for everyone else, and that they're all watching our every move with the same intensity we are. But here's the liberating truth, backed by some really interesting psychological research. The reality is, people notice your mistakes, your bad hair day, or that little stain on your shirt about 50% less than you think they do. A classic study brought this to life. Researchers had students wear a slightly embarrassing t-shirt worn with a picture of a not-so-cool celebrity on it and walk into a room full of their peers. Afterward, they asked the t-shirt wearer how many people they thought noticed the shirt. The wearers consistently guessed a much higher number than the reality. In truth, less than a quarter of the people in the room even remembered the shirt. So, why does this happen? It's because we are all the centers of our own universe. We experience the world from our own first-person perspective. We are acutely aware of our own thoughts, feelings, and actions because they are happening to us. We know we spilled the coffee. We heard ourselves stumble over that word. The memory is vivid and fresh in our minds. We then make a crucial error in judgment. We assume our internal experience directly translates to others' external observation. We project our own self-awareness onto everyone around us, failing to realize that they are just as busy living inside their own heads. Think about it. Everyone you meet is dealing with their own internal monologue. They're worrying about their own to-do lists, their own insecurities, their own upcoming presentations. They are the star of their own movie, living under their own personal spotlight. They simply don't have the time, energy, or mental bandwidth to pay that much attention to your life. The person you think is judging your wrinkled shirt is probably preoccupied with a deadline they have to meet. The group you think is laughing about your awkward comment is likely just sharing an inside joke that has nothing to do with you. This isn't to say that nobody ever notices anything, of course they do, but the intensity and duration of their attention are vastly overestimated in our minds. What feels like a permanent mark of shame to you is, at best, a fleeting thought for someone else. They might notice you tripped, think oops, and then immediately go back to thinking about what they're having for dinner. Your moment of peak embarrassment is just a tiny, insignificant blip on their radar. Understanding the spotlight effect is more than just a fun psychological fact. It can be genuinely life-changing. It's a tool that can help you dismantle social anxiety brick by brick. The next time you feel that hot flush of embarrassment creeping in, I want you to pause and remember this. Remind yourself of the 50% rule. Have your estimation of how many people noticed, then have it again for good measure. Acknowledge the feeling of self-consciousness, but then consciously tell yourself, this feels huge to me right now, but it's probably invisible to almost everyone else. This mindset shift can free you to take more risks. You'll be more willing to speak up in meetings, even if you're not 100% sure you have the perfect answer. You'll be more likely to go to that party, even if you're not feeling your most confident. You'll be able to wear that bold outfit you love without worrying about judgmental stares. You'll be able to live your life with a greater sense of freedom and authenticity, because you'll understand that the harsh judgment you fear is mostly coming from one place, inside your own head. So, let's make a pact. Let's agree to step out of our imaginary spotlights. Let's give ourselves the grace we so easily give to others. Because the most liberating truth you can embrace is this: no one is thinking about you as much as you think they are. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It means you're free. Free to be yourself. Free to make mistakes. And free to live without the constant fear of a non-existent audience. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your own spotlight effect stories in the comments below. We can all learn from each other. And if you want more insights on how to understand your mind and live a better life, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you in the next video.